Okay, so today we're going to be going over the location of this sandking custom that's worth more than the regular one. I think it sells for its basic parts. It goes for like 17 to 18k. Okay, so in order to spawn one of these things, you're going to first need a sandking XL. They usually spawn around this sort of area. I got my garage up here. This is another huge thing. You're going to need a garage up here to make this easier, and you're going to mark it with a point of interest, and I'll show you why that is in a second. But straight away over the opposite side of that, Los Santos Customs, you want to mark there, and you want to mark your garage like I just did. Alright, so I already have one of the sandking customs. I've got it in my garage. I got it from when I found a regular sandking, and I went and did this mission that I'll show you to do where the time is kind of frozen there. It's always 12 o'clock. It's going to be the easiest way to spawn this thing the first time. Because I think if you sit there and you try it with like the regular sandking the first time, it can take a couple of minutes. Alright, so you want to go jobs, Rockstar created, missions, and then look for time to get away. So time to get away. So it's in the T section. Load that job up. And then basically just start it on your own. It doesn't matter what you put it as easy or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's going to give you 2 lives either way. You'll get paid more for it if you put it on hard, but we're not really worried about getting paid for it right now. We're worried about getting the sandking. You can keep farming these things and selling them for like 17 to 18k. That's the whole reason. Alright, so we've loaded in. We've already got our sandking. Let me just put my helmet back on. So I'm going to jump in my sandking XL. Luckily, we started the mission and it spawned us at this garage. So you see I've got the point of interest on the garage, and I've got the point of interest for where the sandking XL is, which is right next to the prison. Alright, so we're going to drive down there, and when you're approaching this place, you're just going to drive a little bit slower. You see the time is permanently stuck at 12. So you can try this for as long as you want, but it's really not going to take that long if you do it right. Alright, so we're just going to journey down to it. Now, when you're coming up to it, like when you're approaching it, you want to just kind of slow down a bit. Not all the way, just like ease off a bit. And then hopefully it'll spawn. There's going to be 2 variants that can spawn. One of them is going to be blue. It's going to spawn right here, by the way. So one of them is going to be blue. I think it sells for more than the yellow one. The other one's going to be yellow, but you're going to notice they have like a pearlescent color, and they look a little bit different to your average sandking. So the easiest way is to just drive the opposite direction of here, sort of up towards the prison, and then there's like a little, it's almost like a roundabout in the road that you're going to turn around in, and that should be enough distance when you get up there to turn around and be able to spawn it. Alright, so it's a little bit further up. We're going to look for that, like, it's like a 3-way section. Alright, we're coming up to it now, and there shouldn't be too much traffic when you're doing this on this. However, cars can still spawn, so just keep your eye that you don't get run off the road accidentally. Alright, the other thing I will say while we're doing this is, one, when you grab one for the first time, take it to your garage that's going to put a tracker on it for free, and then take it down to the Los Santos, and don't sell your first one, just put insurance on it, so that way you can keep coming back and spawning this. It's like a small investment, if you will, to be able to make money from doing nothing, really. Alright, so when you get to like this corner, that's when you want to just start slowing down. And then just look over there, and it didn't spawn this time, so we're just going to come back one more time. Alright, we're back. And ease up a bit. There it is, it just spawned. Alright, so I'm going to jump in this one and take it straight to the garage. Now you can't take it in the Los Santos Customs while you're in this mission. That's why we just got to take it to the garage so we can save it. And then it'll be in our garage when we're done with this mission. Now this garage up here I think is on sale at the moment, so it's like 45k, so it's not a lot. You can buy it pretty early on. I think it was like the second or third purchase I made on this account. Anyway, it doesn't cost too much money. It's really close to this location, and I think it's a 6-car garage, so it's not too bad. So if you wanted to, you could even just like have a separate garage for your actual cars, and then keep your Sand Kings in here and stock them up. And then what I basically do is, when I'm doing like MC work and VIP work, there's a cooldown, so in between it I'll grab one of these things and sell it. I think you can sell one every 24 hours of the game, but that's like I think 24 minutes in real life, so you can sell one pretty much every half an hour really. Alright, so we're going to store this thing in the garage. Then I'm going to leave and quickly finish the mission. There's two things you can do at this point, right? You can either finish the mission, or you can just blow yourself up twice and then fail the mission on purpose. But me, I'm just going to finish the mission because I might as well, right? Also, I think the longer you take to do these missions, the more likely you're going to get over 10 grand when you get paid from it. And if you're doing this for money, then I mean, like, maybe that's a good idea. Speaking of money, if you're interested in seeing how I made so much money in this account in the first week to be able to get the cassette car, the Oppressor Mark II, the Terabyte nightclub, I got all that in a week. If you're interested in seeing that, I have a full series on this channel called 0 to Millions. And that basically followed my journey from level 1 with nothing to being able to have an oppressor and a lot of money. Alright, so we're just gonna continue. So we can skip past this, then just quit to free mode. Hopefully that'll spawn us exactly where we were, and we'll just call in the car. Alright, so I called in the Sand King. Now, if you have a Sand King in that place and you don't want to get confused between which Sand King it is, I keep mine in an order, so I'm able to call this one every time. Alright, now we got it down here. What are we going to get paid for it?
What's wrong with her now?
Alright, so 17, so not too much less than the blue one. I think the blue one's like 18 something. Still pretty good, and now we can spawn them outside of that mission, so you don't need that mission to spawn them anymore as long as you already have the Sand King custom. That's why I said put a tracker on one and some insurance. Also, when you're selling these things, maybe do it in invite only. Okay, if this helped, leave a like. Thanks for watching.